Hello students, let us continue with our chapter Understanding Laws. In this chapter, today we will deal with the first section, that is, do laws apply to all? Yes, laws apply to all, and the chapter begins with a situation in which a son has been convicted for 10 years punishment or imprisonment, but his father tries to help him. So the question is whether his father is right or wrong. His father is wrong because nobody can help a person who is convicted by the court. Next, now in independent India, we have no arbitrary exercise of power, that is, arbitrary means without law. Okay, whatever is done in our country is done according to law. All the rules are made according to the law, and everybody is punished or given judgment according to the law. Then we have now the rule of law. The rule of law says that all are equal before law, nobody can be discriminated against, and any person of any religion, any caste, any creed, living in any region cannot be discriminated against. It means all are equal and no one is above law. Say, right from the peon to the very PM. Suppose both of them some problem, peon and the PM, both of them will have to go to the court to seek justice, and the judge or the court will look upon both of them as equal. No one is poorer or no one is richer, or no one is higher and no one is lower. So this is the rule of law. Next is, in ancient India, it is said that there were numerous laws, but they were overlapping. That is, for one crime, different types of punishment was given. Suppose a person did something, he was given 10 years imprisonment. Say for same crime, other person was given just 1 year imprisonment, just because of religion or caste. It means that we can say that in ancient India, the rules or the laws were not good, or there was no rule of law. Then it is said that the Britishers introduced the rule of law in our country. It is again contradictory by number of historians, because they give the example of one act, that is Sedition Act. According to this, the act was passed in, according to this act, suppose any person would speak against the Britishers or criticize the government, he would be or she would be put behind the bar without any fair trial. So it is not, you can say, the rule of law. So during this time, number of Indian nationalists and Indian judges fought for the legal rights of the Indians. But as soon as we got free, it means after independence, the parliament of our country began to make laws. Now at present, our own government, or say the parliament, makes law, and it is according to the constitution. Whatever is written in the constitution, the government or the parliament makes law according to that. Last year we read about Hindu Succession Amendment Act 2005. According to it, all the daughters and mothers, before it was that only the sons were sharer of the family's property, but now all the mothers and daughters are also equally sharer of that property. So this was the act which was amended by our constitutional representatives, that is the parliament. The parliament has framed laws against pollution. Recently, the reorganization of Jammu and Kashmir, the motor vehicle laws, so all types of laws are being made or framed by the government, and all these laws apply to everybody. These laws are not one person, and these laws which are passed by the government or by the parliament are according to the constitution. That is why nobody is above law, and law cannot discriminate against anything. So that is all for now. In the next section, we will be reading or studying and discussing how the laws come about, how the laws are made. Thank you, students.